What's up guys, it's time to check out the gaming performance for the HTC One. These are the games I'm going to be checking out. Temple Run, Nova 3, Spider-Man, Vice City and Modern Combat 4. You see we've got quite a mix of games there. We've got some not so graphically intense games like Temple Run 2. And then we've got some ridiculously graphically intense games like Nova 3 and Modern Combat 4. I also really like Vice City in these tests because Vice City is very much a CPU and GPU intensive game. So it pretty much gives the best test out of all the games, because you need a good CPU and GPU to play it with the best frame rates. So yeah, let's do it. We'll start off with Nova 3, guys. We'll leave Temple Run 2 to the end because, you know, let's check out the more graphically intense games first. Here we go. So here we go, guys. One thing you're going to notice straight away, even though we haven't got on-screen buttons, we do have this annoying menu button that takes up way too much space. I don't know why it takes up a whole damn bar, but nonetheless, let's get into this. We won't continue, guys. We'll actually start again, so we'll just quickly hit reset here. No graphical options I can change in this game, guys, but I can tell you it is running the higher effects level. Pretty speedy loading, guys, there. It's got the 1.7 Snapdragon 600 CPU. It just finished reading out all that when it finished loading. A few of my devices take a lot longer, so we'll click into this. We'll start it off.
This is SQ1 to actual.
First thing, guys, just listen to this sound. It's absolutely amazing. I'll turn it all the way up.
Orbital position beginning approach. Please confirm landing coordinates for San Francisco.
Confirm. Signal acquired. Speed and trajectory adjustments uploaded. You're clear for ascent. And thank you for coming.
Turn it back down, but the sound, guys, is fantastic. It really immerses you in the game. You've got so much more depth than you normally do. You can see what I was talking about by the extra effects. You get the haze out of the engine that you can see there. I'll also show you some more of the effects a little bit later. So far, performance looks good, but here we go. And everything looks absolutely amazingly sharp, and everything pops off this screen. This screen is the best I've ever seen on any device, including iOS devices, guys. It's just pure, natural, super sharp. Everything pops. You really have to see it in real life to enjoy it. No lags there, guys. Let's just pan around here, see if we can see these extra effects. See the nice smoke, see the lens flare there. See something just fly across as well. Let's jump out of this. And here we go. This is when we're going to really get into the game. Again, it looks absolutely fantastic. While it loads there, you could see the frames did drop a little bit. The particles took a little bit longer to fall down. Once it's loaded, though, you can see it looks pretty damn smooth. Colors, again, look fantastic here, guys. Skip this bullshit. So like I said, the extra effects are running. You can see the particles flying around. If I shoot the gun, you can see the heat coming out the end. Don't get that on all devices. Let's see how it performs. So it looks good so far, guys. Nice and smooth. Got to say, so far, I do think it feels smoother than my Nexus 4, even though the Nexus 4 is running the Adreno 320. Same GPU, but then this has a stronger CPU, so maybe the CPU is a little bit of a bottleneck on the Nexus 4. Who knows? Who's shooting me, goddammit? Okay, let's kill some of these things. You can see the performance looks very good. I haven't noticed any major frame drops. Sometimes it can slow down a tad, and by a tad I literally mean a few frames when there's a few enemies around, but nonetheless, this is pretty much the best I've seen this game in terms of quality, graphics, and smoothness on any device. So yeah. See how long it takes to load this bit. I never understand why it has to do full black screen and full loading. It seems a little bit excessive for what it just loads, but never mind. Okay, guys, it's loaded up. It took about a minute. I'm sure you can see, guys, the performance is very good. If you want this device for gaming, you are not going to have a problem at all. Whoops, that was my own man. Screw him. Got to say, like I said before, it does seem smoother than my Nexus 4, even though it has the same GPU. The CPU is meant to be 40% stronger than that in the Nexus 4, so that may make a big difference. I do think it's going to make a big difference in GTA, which we'll have a look at in a bit. Nonetheless, you can see the performance is great here. So, oops, let's just shoot this guy. Have a grenade. Damn, I'm dead. But yeah, guys, that's Nova 3. Great performance from the HTC One so far. Next up, guys, we got Vice City. I'm going to just kind of jump around these. I'm not doing these in any order. Like I said, Vice City, guys, is majorly CPU intensive as well as GPU intensive. So this is kind of the biggest test for any device, you know. Sometimes the CPU can be a bottleneck, it can slow down. We do also have graphical options here, so that should be interesting to see what it sets at and exactly how it can perform at different levels. We zoom in here. So I was messing around with this earlier. Let me see if it's saved my settings or not. It hasn't. So what I'm going to do, guys, is you can see my screen resolution. I'm going to max these out, turn off the frame limiter, dynamic share. Everything else is on max now. This is the maximum the game can possibly run at. Let's see how it does. We'll just hit resume. What I have noticed already about these games, guys, is they do load a lot faster on this device than my Nexus 4. I guess that's the 1.7 gigahertz processor once again. Here we go. So like I said, this is full graphics now, guys. Maximum potential. How is it doing? Oops. These damn on-screen controls. Okay, so as I drive around, I can see that the frames, you can see if you look at the kind of background stuff, they are a little bit jittery. They are kind of jittering across the screen. It's definitely playable, and probably, again, is the best in terms of playing it at full resolution and full graphics. Let's not forget we're running a 1080p display here. Easily playable, in fact. It's actually smoothed out a little bit now. But, yeah, it looks very good. Let's get out the car. See if we can beat some people up. Again, it looks fantastic on this display. So if you did want to play it on maximum graphics, guys, you're going to get good frames. There's good frames here. This is not bad at all.
Come on then, loser.
Sent him flying. What a dick. So that's it on maximum resolution, guys. Let me just quickly check out. So the beauty of this game is you can kind of customize this exactly how you want. So for example, if I pull down the draw distance, to about 74%, we'll leave the screen resolution at maximum just so we can take advantage of this beautiful display. Resume the game, we'll get back in a car and we'll see if we can notice any improvements in the FPS here. Very smooth on the camera pan there. I do feel already that it is smoother. We've kept the resolution the same. We've just dragged down the draw distance. Don't spin it. I spun it. Oh my god, get out. Damn you, car. Give me this taxi instead. I can honestly say, guys, this feels very smooth now. It feels the best I've played it. On par with the iPhone 5 when I played it on that. On par with the iPad 4 as well. You can see now the frames are a lot higher. And I haven't lost any of the screen resolution. If, for example, you even pulled it down, the screen resolution to say, even though you don't have to, guys, that was smooth enough. Pulled that down to about 70 as well. We should get a pretty much perfect gaming experience here. So once you pull that down, you can't really notice the resolution difference. The frames are very smooth now. I can see no jittering going across the screen or anything like that. This is what I was talking about, this game being more CPU intensive, guys. I think the 1.7 gigahertz Snapdragon is really helping it push the frames. Whereas on my Nexus 4, you can definitely see some major frame drops. There are none here. Saying that, as I just went through that area, it did slow down a tad. But definitely not a major frame drop that you'd be like, what the hell was that, and stops you actually playing the game. So again, HTC One is doing well, a good performance on GTA. Up next, guys, we've got Modern Combat 4, one of the big favorites here, one of the most graphically intense. By the way, guys, I'm just feeling the back of the device. At best, it's warm. I've played 2 games, pretty intensive games, and it feels warm. Not hot, just warm. So that's a little FYI if anyone wants to know. Okay, so here we go. You can see the Ember effects, which means we are running a higher graphics level than normal. It doesn't mean it's maximum. It just means it's a little bit higher than the bottom level. So we'll hit new game because I will be able to tell you if it's the highest level when we get off the boat. So let's check it out. Okay, guys, nice and fast loading again. We'll hit into this. Here we go with a little video. I can honestly say already, guys, with the HTC One, not just in this video, but when I've been playing it by myself as well, and it's like, I feel like it's maybe 5 or 6 frames higher than any other Android device that I've played with in its gaming. It does feel like it doesn't go through any major lags like my Nexus 4 can do sometimes. It does feel like a very good gaming device. We'll just skip into this, guys. Let's see if we're running the maximum level. Okay, and I can tell you we're not running the absolute maximum, because if we were, you'd see 2 flying objects fly across here. Nonetheless, we are better than stock. I can't actually change the graphical settings in this game, guys, which is a little bit annoying. You can see the particle effects flying off the ground, so we are kind of in the middle in terms of graphics. In terms of performance, though, we're definitely high end. Looks amazing again on the screen. I know I keep saying that, guys, but you really got to see this device to believe it. And the sound is fantastic. I'm just going to turn this up and stop talking to you for a second. So apart from my terrible skills, that sound was amazing, right? And the performance again on this game is better than I've seen it on any other device. No major frame drops. It just seems, like I said, maybe even 10 frames smoother than my other devices here. For example, I think the Nexus 4 scores about an average of 23 frames per second. If I had to guess, I would say this is around the 29-30s. I mean, I know that's not very accurate, it's me guessing, but it just feels so damn smooth. Just run into this area, we'll follow this tank in like we should. See if we can get it to slow down when I get shot ridiculously right now. You can see loads of people shooting me, loads of explosions going on. It's not slowing down, guys. You can see I'm about to die. The effects are going nuts. And really, the device is not slowing down. It's absolutely amazing here. It's astounding how well it's performing. Like I said, if you're looking for a gaming device and you like the HTC One, you're not going to be disappointed with its gaming performance whatsoever. Or just a sky again on this screen looks absolutely fantastic. Pan around, you can see there's no lags whatsoever. Smooth performance here from Modern Combat 4, absolutely excellent. So we'll move on. To be honest, guys, Spider-Man isn't one of my favorite games. I think it's one of the actually one of the worst optimized games for Android. So I'm not expecting amazing things here. We'll see how it does. Again, this is one of those games, like all Game Off games, where you can't change the damn graphic settings. So let's see what it chooses. Here we go, we'll hit new game. And here we go, guys. Well, from the look of his suit, it looks like we're not running high graphic settings, which again, I said I can't change. Annoying nonetheless, but let's see what the game's like. So you can see it kind of looks a little bit crap, to be honest. This is, not down to the phone, but really down to Gameloft not updating the game, I guess. So this one's quite a dud because, the performance is going to be good because we're running pretty low graphics levels. The game is poorly optimized anyhow, and you can see it is slowing down when I swing around here. Nonetheless, performance is decent. Like I said, guys, I really don't want to include this one too much in my final analysis because it just doesn't look optimized. It doesn't look updated. The graphics settings aren't quite there. I'm just going to move away from this, to be honest. Okay, next up, guys, is Temple Run 2. And like I said, this isn't the most graphically intense game, but nonetheless, it's kind of a fun one to play. So let's test it out. Skip through this. We'll go to the menu just to see what graphics or settings I've got. I see I've got it on the best settings. So we'll hit play. Check it out. Okay, so far it seems pretty smooth. I wouldn't say it's locked in at 60 FPS though. I do notice a few stutters, probably drops a few frames, maybe down into the 55s, but nothing to write home about. It's a little bit interesting considering the, Modern Combat 4 and Vice City, games like that, Nova 3 performed a lot better. You'd assume Temple Run 2 would just always be maximum at 60, but still good performance here, guys. Like I said, the other games are more intensive, so they're the ones we really want to look at. You're not going to have any problems playing Temple Run, put it that way, guys. Okay, that's pretty much all we wanted to see here, guys. That'll do. So, yeah, to conclude, guys, I think the HTC One is a very good gaming device. The Snapdragon 600 really pushes games like Modern Combat 4, Nova 3, and Vice City to the edge. You get very good frame rates in all these games, and they're very intensive games. If you can play these at high frame rates, you're going to be good for the next year or two with games. Now, Spider-Man kind of sucked, but I think the game just sucks from Gameloft. I don't know the last time it had an update, so I think that's more of a game issue rather than the hardware issue for the HTC One. To give it a final kind of statement, guys, I do think this is the best gaming Android device I've used so far. It's the highest frame rates I've seen in Modern Combat 4, Nova 3, and Vice City on any device in terms of Android. So, yeah, great gaming performance from the HTC One. Peace out.